J. Cumberbund.
Someone else's back, I hope you feel it. Well, can you feel it? Well, I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me. That's why I hate myself for loving you.
Let's dance, bitch.
Of the mess you left when you went away. That's why I hate myself for loving you. I hate myself. I hate myself for loving you. I know it's not fair. I know I hate myself. It's not fair for loving you.
This is like interactive TV.
So anyways, I was farting around last night and I happened to catch this Moon Baron show last night.
Alright. Boom boom at the door and I'm like, what is this?
How you guys doing? One of these satellite controllers is a female.
Go f yourself. How about that?
You. Okay? I'll support who I want.
Watch JJ's Stoner at noon, Monday through Friday. Moo!
Hey, this is the real Adonis Paul coming to you live from fabulous Lost to Joss.
So they called upon a dark spirit, or Anubis, to
to get me banned.
Hop on in and feel free to tell James that he's never going to score.
He's never gonna score.
I don't like to talk about this one, but Emma. Fucking Emma.
Subtle.
And she's just like Moon Bear. That's slick back, right? Remember?
Shout out to Moon Bear. He's talking about you, Moon Bear.
He said, mind your business and do your content, right? I like to see success, especially in the streamer business. So if you're mad that somebody else is doing better than you, work harder, okay? Now, having said that, I'm moving the on. Let's smoke.
He said Moon Bear looked like a beluga whale. And I saw Moon Bear, and I thought Moon Bear was cute. I said, damn, that's the girl he's talking about. Moon Bear is cute as. That's just me. I thought Moon Bear was cute.
She loves me. I brush every day.
And like I said, this is hilarious to me.
Man, when you're having problems in life, folks, and you're like just a train wreck, I mean, the best thing you can do is put it on the goddamn internet and then get upset when people make fun of you.
You're all crazy. Why?
We're gonna go look at dancing women, yes!
Yeah. I got the real deal, Jules. You go to realdoll.com and they sell the torsos, man. That's where I got it, dude. I got the real deal.
The reason my balls are small is because that's the way they are.
Did you do something illegal?
Assholes like Miss Moonbear, who's an Australian whore.
You know, they say that straight white dude. Imagine we said, oh, black gay dude. You don't like him because he's black and gay.
When have we said that straight white guy? Show it. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why you a whole bitch.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I have too much fun. You know, I never in my life had even imagined that I would be able to have fun like this. You know what I mean?
So I guess everyone had thought I was gone, but I'm back. Today's Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. Leticia, servant. So there's been a lot that's gone on in my life since the videos that were posted last, and I wanted to update everybody. I was just so excited I couldn't sleep. It is 5 in the morning. I'm still tired. I need to go back to bed. But I wanted to give people updates about my mental health and my overall well-being and what has gone on, transpired since we last saw each other. And I'm actually in a really good place. I know I discussed mental health and I've discussed the things that have traumatized me and that I've done to others, and it's just a video blog. I created the channel because my daughter's initials are TLC, and I wanted to leave her little notes about me if in case I were to never reconnect with her. And
Hey everybody, I'm testing my mic. I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. It looks like my audio isn't too loud, so that's good. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. I think it's Thursday. Yeah. I hope you guys are staying warm. Hey Nikki, hey Rose, thank you so much for becoming a member again, Rose, and gifting memberships. I appreciate it. Olaf, good to see you. Be Smiley, good to see you guys. Good to see everybody. This is insane. I have a planned stream for Saturday. So there's no way at this rate that I'm going to be able to cover what I intended on covering, as well as what's going on with Leticia. So I figured I'd jump on here while the kids are at school. Moon Cub is napping, and we'd cover some of what has already been posted by Letitia. It's so exciting to see her back. I did a live stream a couple months back where we talked about her being engaged, or well, I guess it's been about a month and a half. So it was the New Year stream I did. We talked about Letitia being engaged, and thinking like she was on her like happily ever after era of life, you know. But she had to come back swinging, so we got to talk about it. We have to talk about it. There's already been some stuff that her perception is a little different than ours and what we saw and what we know to be true. So I thought it would be fun to talk about. I hope you guys are doing well. It's so good to see everybody. Hey, BB, good to see you. Dragonflies. Just Ricky. Who else is in the chat? Blessed and highly favored. Good to see you. Donis, good to see you too. Lumpy Space. It's good to see everybody. I know it's in the middle of the day, and generally most people are busy during this time, but this was the best time for me to start. So I've missed you guys. And I can't wait to dig into this. This is insane. Yeah, I don't even know how to react to it. So I guess let's try to enjoy what we can.
I'll fucking flamethrower your bitch ass.
Big, huge mistake. I saw a lot of people in the chat, like, telling her, you know, social media is not the place where you're gonna be able to find your closure. Worst video diary. Hey, Duff Kitty. She said she came back because she needs money for a vehicle. Yes, that was one of the first things she brought up, was that she wanted money for a car. I think she's wanting her car streams again. Toodles and Rhino. I don't know if there's another letter. It's just showing up as a box, so I'm seeing KY Funmaker. Oh, all the winners in her live chat. That chat was quite active last night. A lot of chaos happening there. And look, I see your chat now clean. So I'm glad we got that fixed. It's good to see everybody. Why don't we go ahead and get started? The audio is a little low on this video. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it. There's 3K. I posted most of it in a short video yesterday. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is start the next video she did, like 15 minutes long. The audio is much better. The video quality is much better. And we'll work our way through and get as much done as we can before I gotta go. And I made sure to bring up additional things in my playlist to see if we can kind of fact check some of the things that she said. As you guys know, I have the transcripts, I have the court documents, we've got it all. I've got the videos from what used to be on her channel, so we can definitely fact check as we go.
Okay, so
I am also going to increase her speed because we've always done that here. I'm going to start it on 1.25. If we need to bump it up, or if I need to slow it down, just let me know in the chat. Make sure to like the stream. I haven't done this in a while. Make sure to like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't, or if you are no longer subscribed for whatever reason. And if you guys would like to support the show, there's links in the description, or ask Rose, she can give you a link, or consider joining the memberships.
So today is still Wednesday, February 19th, 2025.
She got big.
My goodness.
She's not a vegan anymore. I was hoping that, like, when she stopped being a vegan and she started eating some protein, that might have helped balance out some hormonal issues. I don't think so. What I'm really concerned about, and I'm going to go ahead and say this and get it out of the way, okay? she is an emotional roller coaster right now, which has me a little concerned because she is engaged, and I'm happy for her and for that she's got. Thank you for gifting memberships, BB. I am happy for her that she's got someone in her life that cares about her, and I hope that she is treating him as well as she says he is treating her. What I'm a little worried about with this whole emotional roller coaster and these random bouts of crying is there a possibility baby number 3 is on the way?
No, I didn't go to prison. No, I was in jail for a little while, and we all saw those videos, and we all saw that I was arrested, but I ended up being acquitted of the charges, which means that I was found innocent, obviously, because I told everyone I was innocent from the very beginning. I just don't understand why I didn't receive the help that I was expecting, I guess. I'm going to shorten the videos that I create from now on my content so I can share a little bit here and there of what the story was and currently is. So continuing on, I was picked up, I believe it was September of 2022, and then I stayed in jail until August?
Yeah, so she went to jail in September and was released, I believe it was October 5th or 6th. It was actually Emma's very first live stream. It was right before my birthday. It was really exciting. We got to announce that on Emma's very first live stream when she was released, but it was like October 5th or 6th when she was released.
Of 2023, I'll be honest, it's all kind of a blur. It was so traumatizing. I was in jail for a year for something that I didn't do, which they said that I threatened to kill somebody. I was 3.5 hours away.
Funmaker, she just started posting videos yesterday. Yesterday morning is when she just started to post videos again.
From those people,
but she has been she's been posting on her Facebook, and I had talked to Rose about this. I talked to Round Eye about this. I started seeing her post more and more and more frequently, and which made me think that she was going to start posting on YouTube again, because we would get slow trickles of a little bit here and a little bit there on her Facebook, but then it started coming like very rapidly every day, very like hundreds of pictures of food, hundreds of pictures of her cat, videos, all of that, just all back to back to back. So I told them both that I felt like we were going to start seeing something soon from her. But I think that was like back in December when I was talking about that with them.
They stole my kid, and they're going to turn around and tell me that I'm the person that was threatening them. I'm pretty sure that kind of looks like a weird conspiracy, if you ask me, to keep the mother in jail so that you can end up adopting the kid after you've spent a year with it. Not allowing me to heal or to get back on my feet so I can afford for and take care of that child and be in a place where I'm mentally stable again. But everything works as it should. The universe actually granted me an even bigger blessing than all that I had gone through, which was I am now engaged. So, yeah. Yeah, nice, huh?
So I've seen a few comments about this statement of her saying like, you know, maybe the universe was putting me through this for a bigger blessing, or took my children for a bigger blessing. I think that is honestly the best way that she can think about this, to be fair.
Well, we've been dating for approximately going on 9 months now. And before that, like I said, I was incarcerated and didn't do those things. I was acquitted, and that's on my record, as well as the assault on 2 family members and any type of animal abuse that people like to convey about me, which I never actually abused any animals like that. It wasn't abuse. It just is what it is. I worked at a pet store. That's how people euthanized animals. Back in the day, look it up, Hemi's Pet Shop in Beloit, Wisconsin. It's no longer there anymore, but it used to be a thing. All
right, so she is being very passive and not telling the full truth. Although she may have worked in a veteran's office. This is not what happened, or at least not how she described what happened. She had pit bull puppies in her backyard. I believe that they passed away, and then she put them in the freezer. She put them in a bag in the freezer or something herself. This was not something that happened while she was working at the vet.
Started working there when I was 15. So currently
in her fat grandma blouse, in her Barb moo dress.
Yes, I advocate for mental health. I have lived through a lot. Yes, I was molested growing up. I don't lie about a majority of the things that I talk about. There have been times where I lie about my emotions at the moment, and I get overheated and aggravated, or yell or get frustrated and say things I don't mean. Those, in its own way, are lies, I guess. I'm just trying to promote how people can better themselves, I guess. Not really promoting anything but my progress. And just trying to reach out to my children. Yes, I did gain a bunch of weight. I am now over 200 pounds. I am like 211 pounds.
Okay, so I really think that for a second, Leticia was really genuinely thinking that she was going to be able to jump on here and just be like an advocate for mental health, and she's like, look at me, and I've bettered my life. And the second that she left her comment section on, she used to not leave her comments on. So the second she left her comments on, and especially the moment she decided to live stream, all of that shit went right out the window. You can see how angry she got. She got so angry last night.
Somewhere in there. And I did advocate for like fitness and health and all of that, but I was so scared. I had agoraphobia for
Hey
quite
there,
some
Predator
time
Reaper.
after
Good to
trauma
see you
of
in
going to
here.
jail and being released from that, and trying to
EMC, let it
rebuild my
go.
life, what little bit I had. I did end up staying with my mother after I
A
was
lot of
released
crazy
for
ladies
quite some
putting
time
dogs in
before I met my
freezers.
fiance. And I guess I'll explain all of the events leading up to that individually throughout these videos. But I'm in a really
Hey,
healthy
Nana.
place.
Good to see
I'm
you.
sorry about the camera angle. It's not the best. My laptop wasn't working. And somebody asked, what about the RAV4? I no longer have that. So I kind of, that's why I started the YouTubing. Just to be like, here I am again. Maybe I can get a few dollars to buy a vehicle, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It's just a dream. But, yeah, not a whole lot recently going on that I want to discuss at the very moment. But back when I was released, yes, there are some files that people were trying to say I was crazy in the jail and that I was getting extra time and all of this nonsense. A lot of trolls just trying to belittle me. What is the word? What is that? Defile my name and character. And like I told you before, you can't.
I don't know anyone who tried to defile her name and character. I think everyone that I know of who has reacted to her has reacted to her words. There are people right now who have this same kind of mentality that playing their own words is somehow belittling their name.
Regardless of what was said back then, look at the outcome. I am free. I am free right here. Right here.
Right, B Smiley?
Kitty. Bucket. Come here, Bucket. So anyway, I get distracted easily. I think I have ADHD. But yes, I am still currently smoking medicinal marijuana for my post-traumatic stress disorder. And it's helping. I also consume it, ingest it, which is good. And it helps keep me calm and stable. I am not on any types of antipsychotics. I don't have to be. I went to therapy after all was said and done in the courts and everything. I was going to therapy during that time and can still go back to therapy if I'd like to, but they dismissed it. They dismissed all of my cases. They let me go free. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's why I said you shouldn't take people for face value. You shouldn't judge people, judge a book by its cover, right? And then also you shouldn't talk smack about people you don't know personally, you know? I just don't understand why I have to defend myself at this very moment. I just know that people research me and there's a lot of terrible videos out there, and inevitably those trolls will get in trouble for trying to get me to commit suicide. So yeah, it's not okay to be a cyberbully. It's just not healthy. But I guess I will keep this shorter. That's the cat's playing. Angel. Angel. My fiance's cat is kind of grouchy. She's after Rocket. Angel's about 3 years old, and she was a bachelor's cat, so she didn't really get socialized much. And I would show her to you, but I have a couple boxes right there, and I don't really want to be like, oh my god, having you guys judge me on a box of macaroni. Anyway, I guess I could show you. There's a kitty. There she is. Oh, yes. Okay, so anyway, back to the topic, which is always moi, me. Yes, I'm full of it. It is what it is. I try to just make light of things, and I know that I do try to bash other people sometimes, but you don't see it from my perspective. You don't know them like I knew them. You don't know how much effort I placed into some individuals. So yes, I'm trying to just defend what's going on in my life and all these different things, these aspects of the world around me that I'm just trying to relay and convey to other people. I just try to go with the flow of the universe and what I've been given, and I've been very blessed. Very blessed. Oh, don't walk on that, baby. But yeah, yeah. I could have grabbed Rocket right now when she was standing next to me, but I didn't. I try to let her go. I love her so much. She plays fetch. She's amazing. I'll get that on video one of these days. But I'll share a lot of the different things that I haven't really been able to share because they did restrict me for some time when I was released from posting on social media. So that's why no one had heard from me for a while. But then that was dismissed when the case was dismissed. And then now I'm able to freely post. I'm free to do whatever I want. I'm not in trouble. I don't have any records right now. You know, yes, I don't have anything outstanding that I know of. Hopefully I won't get like, oh, spontaneous. Oh, let's put her in jail again. It's funny. It's not funny. What happened to me was traumatic. It is horrifying, and I will always be traumatized by being dragged in handcuffs and all of these random things that you perverts like to do because you just wanted to take advantage of someone that was actually taken advantage of and just trying to find some semblance of peace and comfort. And you people look like disgusting. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore, I guess. It's horrifying. It's horrifying what I lived through. I literally broke my water in the cell that I...
Horrible. Horrible. If you guys have been watching her as like while watching her with me, I went through my pregnancy with Leticia. When I heard this was insane. It was right after Pip was born. It was such a hard thing to hear her talk about. And she talked about it like she did it on purpose, but she didn't outright admit it until right now. And we had talked about her doing this. What a terrible thing to do. It's just horrible to think about, like her just need to like hurt him one more time. I mean, she later says in these most recent videos that like she didn't threaten the family, she didn't threaten the baby. I mean, we know that that's not true, but to add this on top, oh my god, terrible, just horrible, disgusting.
I was in.
Also, this whole like I'm not guilty, that I was acquitted, which means I'm not guilty. That is not what happened. That's what I just pulled up on the screen. She was found not guilty by reason of insanity, not because she was not guilty. And in the transcripts, and I will make those public again for you guys, in the transcripts, they discussed the fact that they had held Leticia for so long that they could no longer keep her, they could no longer hold her anymore. They held her for as long as they were legally allowed to hold her. So at that point, the defense attorneys moved to dismiss the case and have her acquitted by reason of insanity through like the mental health and the mental evaluations that she was going through. I know you guys know when I was getting the transcripts, it was like months and months and months of just 2 pages of we're here to consider her if she is fit to stand trial or not yet. And it was no for months. And that was really all we were getting with the transcripts.
Back then. And started giving birth to that
That's
baby.
what I'm
and then
see Lumpy, that's what I was thinking about too, was is there a possibility that she's pregnant again with this like roller coaster of emotions? She's talking about how hungry she is, she can't sleep, she's these random like outbursts of crying. Yeah,
gave birth approximately an hour later in the hospital, naturally.
Is it
without any
possible?
kind
I
of,
don't know.
Epidural or anything. I walked to my truck.
Everything else. She is blaming everything else. Yes.
And my belongings were stolen. Like, you have to realize how much trauma I have lived through, and
that is a theory that I think that I think she broke into her own vehicle, or she had someone break into it for her. I do not believe that the officers broke into her car and stole her bowl and her pot. Like, I don't think that happened.
I'm still able to smile and tell you my story because I have more self-respect than that, more decorum than the individuals trying to bash my name and discredit me for the things that I have lived through. Honest and true events that I had it was kind of like bad luck, right? Well, it wasn't really bad luck. It was the universe sort of shifting my reality, and I'm happier now than I have ever been, ever. So,
yes, Be Smiley, she was carrying a box for that baby. And we'll get to it. I keep stopping, I'm sorry, but yeah, we'll get to it. She talks about like how she never threatened anyone and that she had no means and no weapons and no materials to give the impression that she would execute these threats while driving around with the freaking box.
So I have made peace. I talk to my dad now. Him and I have an open relationship of talking and discussing and, of what happened. I have a great relationship with my mother. I have a great fiance that I love very much. And I have a wonderful little kitten. I think she's approximately, I don't know how old she was when I had gotten her. I'd say she's roughly about 9 months old too. And that's just wonderful. I just love her. Come here, kitty. Rocket. Come here. Let me try to trick you. Come here. Come here. You see? Come here. Yeah, treat. Oh, you think I have one. You think I have one. Don't knock things off the table. Oh my god. Share it with you.
I don't know what's going on, Dragonflies, but I just saw that comment, so that's good.
Be a baby. Oh, be a baby. Just for the camera. Just for the camera. Please. Just for a minute. Please. And this is what I get to do every day. Because I went through all of that turmoil. I went through all of that to find real peace and happiness within myself. That's where you have to find it, really. And we started doing yoga again, so I can start working on my weight. Yeah, he didn't mind that I was chunky when we met. It's been a roller coaster, but I can't wait to share all the little nitty-gritty details with you guys. And I hope everyone has been doing well. I love everybody that has been sending me positive. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cry. I'm just so grateful you guys have been there for me.
You're all crazy. Why?
When the therapist should have. It is what it is. Thank you. And I appreciate you guys watching my story. I guess it does help me out in the long run, even if you share it in a negative way, right? Just thank you. I can't believe I felt like I was so alone, but I knew people were out there that they really wanted to see the best for me. And I'm very grateful. Thank you. She's grateful too. She wouldn't have a home right now.
Let's dance, bitch.
My mom found, and she was very tiny, out on a brick outside of my brother's house, and she was just there making biscuits, and my mom just decided to bring her with her one day, and I had a really strong connection with her, and I love her so much. I just feel very blessed. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'm grateful to be back. Leticia, still technically Collins, Servin, and soon to be something else. What happened to him after I stopped the whole videos and discussing with him, but so I just wanted to do like a quick video before bed, but I didn't really want to upload it, so I just did it live because it is what it is. I'm not going to stay on very long. I guess one of the things.
So B Smiley says that a lot of people are being fooled by this, and like I think so for a second, like those first couple videos for sure, and I think she believes that she's fooling people as well, because she had so many people in her comments being like, the queen is back. Hell yeah. Good to see you. You know, people are stoked to see her back. It's cool. And we were hoping that the first and second video would be like, at least I was hoping that, you know, she actually got the help that she needed and it lasted. And it was like right around the end of the second video where she's like, well, I don't have to be on my meds or see a psychiatrist anymore because the government says I don't have to anymore. I was acquitted. So like none of this like mattered. She just played the system yet again, and it was easier for her to do because she was in a different state.
Things I wanted to discuss was that, hey, hello. It's so nice to see you too. It's nice to be here.
Thanks for being here, Nikki Hansen. Good to see you.
There's little hearts and stuff floating around. That's so cute. Hello. Hi. Hi.
She answered your question about Dr. Carol. Hell yeah.
Hello. Oh, the ring. Can you see it at all in the dark? Ooh. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I missed being able to share my mind, you know? Like, I was freaked out. Yes, I didn't have a very good time. I was in a manic state because I suffer also from, like, bipolar.
Okay, so before we go any further into this one, do we want to cover the live stream, like her last live stream from last night? I know that she did one this morning as well. So I think let me know in the chat if you guys want to cover the last one from last night. That one was pretty eventful. Or continue this one. I'm thinking the last one from last night. Yeah, that one was incredible. And then, yeah, the cuteness aggression.
Hello. Hello. Come here.
And then we'll talk about this morning's live stream.
Come here. Hey, Pern.
Yeah, Be Smiley. I couldn't even finish them either. They were just coming back to back to back, and that's how she posts. So I just wasn't prepared for her to post like this as soon as she got back.
Oh, come back if you feel like it. Okay. So, I know I just did another live, but the only reason that I'm doing this other one is because I was thinking just now in bed about an occurrence that happened, okay? This woman had contacted.
Okay, so even more reason
Black
why
Belt BB has become a member. Welcome to the safe house. This is a safe place. He's so cute, I could just kill him. Leticia probably.
Thank you, BB. Oh my god. 25 months. So, thank you so much. I know who she's talking about. Linda actually used to be in our chats a lot. There was a point where Linda was sending lots of super chats. I've had similar conversations, so I know exactly who she's talking about. And what I will tell you is what she is saying is true. In terms of the type of conversations she was probably having with Linda.
Me. I don't remember when she had first reached out. I do believe that I was in jail at the time. Her name is Linda Lieber, apparently from New York or...
That's exactly
New
it, Queen
Jersey
Sash.
area. So this woman was so mentally distorted when I was in jail. She contacted the jail and told the jail that she was my aunt, right? So this woman, Linda Lieber.
This is crazy.
I had gotten her phone number from the officers. They gave it to me a couple of different times, and I remember this clear as day. Hello. Okay. Seen that. Okay. Comment. So this woman, Linda Lieber, ended up convincing people that she was my aunt. Then when I was transported to the psych ward in, where was that? Where was that? What town in Illinois was that? It was in like northeast Illinois. Whatever, Elgin. Elgin. I was in Elgin facility, mental health facility, for approximately like 5 months or something, where they told me they forced me on psychiatric medications and said that that was going to help stabilize me and for the courts. So I was forced on psych meds at that time too. And this woman...
Forced on psych meds. Like, I'm going to pull up the transcripts because this is... Are you freaking kidding me? We also have the incident reports from the jail. You were naked in your cell, flooding your cell, shoving wet bread down to the cell below you.
Ended up, I'm not sure how
I don't think they forced the meds.
I do believe she ended up reaching out to Elgin, the facility, the mental health facility, and convincing them that she was my aunt again. So I get her number. And by the time I'm in the psychiatric facility, they allowed us free phone calls, like twice in the morning and twice in the afternoon or something. And I decided when I received her phone number again that I was going to call her and ask her what the hell is her problem. Because why would you be... That scared me. The cat's noise just scared the shit out of me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, and I think she peed on the tablet she had. Wasn't that right? She got written up in jail for peeing on a tablet?
Okay, so why would this woman be contacting me?
Yes, it's that
reason,
Linda
right?
Lumpy Space.
So this was back in 2023, the early months of this. And my mother has documentation of all of this too. My mother has record of like how I was talking to this woman.
I don't know how Linda was able to contact them and get this, like, get through the way that she did. This is crazy to me. Now, obviously, she's in jail, so she wants to talk to people, right? So she had to give permission to continue speaking with her. But I absolutely believe that Linda was, like, offering to give her a life. And, you know, Letitia just jumped on here and was like, I just want to make a couple dollars for a car. So she was living for Linda while she was in there.
And for months in the psychiatric facility, like the first phone call that I had called her about, I told her, I said...
She did, oh hell no.
Who the fuck are you? What the fuck do you want? I'm going through enough in here. What do you want from me? And she kept saying
it's
these
so good to see
ridiculous
you.
things that she was in a wheelchair bound, but she was rich, and that she wanted to help me, that she thought I was such a wonderful person. And I was like, who are you? What are you doing contacting me? And why are you telling people that you're my aunt? And my mother at the time, she distanced herself a little bit because I was going through so much, and my mom went through a lot during the time I was incarcerated and everything. So my mother stepped away and stopped receiving my phone calls for a little while, and I took that as an opportunity to discuss with this Linda about what I was going to do when I was finishing up with jail, that I was in the psychiatric facility. She kept saying that she was calling people, that she was trying to, that she knew Trump. She even said that she knew Trump. Okay, this woman.
I believe
that
it.
She was rich and that she knew a lot of people and that she could help me out and that she would talk to her attorney and that I could get her attorney and that she would pay for all of this stuff, right? I didn't...
Yeah, so Linda would tell people that she was a model and had made a lot of money. I know that she said that she had issues with her legs. She had like she had this issue with her legs back when I knew Linda. That was years ago, like 2-3 years ago, roughly. It was before Pip was born. She was having issues with an infection in her leg, but she said that she was a model, that she owned stores and owned what is it? Hair salons. Yeah, I didn't know anything about the handsome son that she tried to set Letitia up with, but Linda had a lot of stories similar to like Trash Panda stories.
Believe her worth a shit. I didn't. And even going through the psychosis that I went through, I didn't. But then she ends up doing these shady things. Like when I had talked to her, she said, why don't you start tucking the pill underneath your tongue and stop taking the medication if you know it's not helping you, if it's making you tired and not thinking straight. And I did it once or twice, tucked my medication and spit it out. And she ended up, I don't know what happened, how this all transpired, but she ended up contacting my brother even, calling my brother Angel and talking to him over the phone for hours, trying to convince him that she would end up helping our family,
What the
that she would
hell?
pay for things. And then also, she had told him that...
All right. Overall PSA, folks. Don't call Leticia. Don't call Angel. For sure, don't call Angel. Don't call. Just watch and enjoy. Don't contact her. Don't contact people around her. Don't show up to her house. Don't do any of that. Just watch and enjoy. This is craziness. I didn't hear this part last night, so what the fuck? How are you gonna call Angel and have multiple hour-long conversation with someone like Angel? Do you guys remember within like a 3-month period of time, his mugshots turning him, like he turned into like an entirely different person from the fighting Angel in the videos? Like he was like a third of the size.
She was the one. The facility started checking my mouth for the pill. I hadn't told anyone, even the woman that I was friends with at the time. There was a woman in the psychiatric facility. Her name was Elizabeth, and we became close friends. Very, very fond friends, even though I did believe that she was a little out there with some of her thoughts, with like the electric shock therapy and things like that she was feeling constantly, and I just didn't know what she was talking about really all the time. But I had not said anything to anyone. So she ended up telling my brother Angel that she was the one that told the nurses that I was not taking my medication, after she had told me to specifically hide it. And I don't know who this woman is. I can't seem to like figure out. I do know that she had like my mother tried to look her up a little bit, like she had some property or something in like New Jersey or whatever, New York area. But this woman totally led me on to believe that I could live with her after I got out of jail and everything. So even to the point where I was dismissive of my mother because she was trying to convince me that she was my new mother and that she wanted me to, be with her hunky fitness, professional fitness son or whatever he is, and that she had a daughter. So there I was talking to her about these little details in the psych ward and everything, and she was talking to me every day, and she would tell me about her leg and her injury, and I was like very concerned. I was like, well, if you're really wanting to help me, like I don't know about this, but if you're being honest, then I end up getting out, and I start living with my mother. And I asked her, I said, well, like you promised me that I could come and stay with you. I thought that you were well off and that you were, you said they were my aunt. You said you want to be my new mom, all this stuff, right? Months of carrying on. And she ends up saying, well, yeah, I'll send you a check. I know that you need a car or whatever it was that I needed at the time. I know you need money to survive. So she lies to me and she says, I wrote you a check and I mailed it to you. And I told my mother about this too, and I told her how crazy Linda was acting and how sometimes she would, after I got out of jail and everything and was still finishing up my trials and everything, still, with the other stuff and the different areas that I was accused and then acquitted of. So she ends up, like this woman, Linda, telling me in a message that I stole her money, her check, that I yada yada convinced her I did all these deranged things that she was saying, and that she was going to try to sue me or whatever because of whatever. And I was like, and then she was even telling me too, Well, if that man that you accused of forcing himself on you tries to sue you for slander or something, I'll be there to protect you. I'll protect you. It's just the craziest thing to look back and think that there are people out there worse off than I am psychologically that would try to abuse someone that's already down and turn around. And I just don't know where this woman is or what's going on with her. I hope she's well. Sometimes I think about her here and there, but I did end up blocking her from my texting, you know, all that. But for months and months carrying on, like as if she were going to help me, like this was, you know, I'm still kind of fucked up about that today because I can't believe I let her get to me that much. That I really...
Yes, Lumpy. She's like, I could have found somebody who actually would have bought me a house.
truly believed after months of getting to know her over the phone and chatting with her. That's why you just never know someone until you really are there with them every day and get to know them. She was telling me about her finances, how she was making all this money, how she had like rental stuff and all these things. She had all this stuff to give. And then when it came down to it, she was like, I can't give you anything. And I was like, okay, like that's fine. Like you didn't have to lie about it though. And then she called me a liar. She called me all these terrible, terrible things and told me that I was like manipulating her and all this crap. And I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, well, so I think both are true. Okay, I think, because why would you accept the calls from her in the first place? In the very first place, if you had no intentions on trying to manipulate Linda. I think that both of you were trying to get one over on both of you.
You reached out to me in the psych ward and in the jail, and there's got to be record of it. This psychotic woman doing this.
There probably is.
Wouldn't that be part
and
of
Leticia, if you ever want to get those phone calls, let me know.
Like being able to sue someone for cyberbullying because they tried to
Because we want to hear them.
Like literally, she could have gotten me to end up killing myself probably or something. Like she used that fucking... Anyway. Then there was another person too. Some David Cameron. David Cameron sent me letters in the jail while I was at Bloomington, Illinois. And he gave me a return address. And he had said these beautiful things to me. He would send me emails. Whoever was with the name, you know, whoever David Cameron is. I don't think he's...
Yeah, BB, Linda was her name. It was just Linda. And she had a profile picture of just this generic white lady with a pixie cut, like bleach blonde pixie cut haircut. And she said that it was her. It's like some generic like modeling. It's like a photo that you would see in a hair salon, in one of those like 90s hair salon books, right? So she used to be in the chats pretty frequently. And I know when I did the interview, she was in that one. I'm pretty sure you were around for that. I'll send you a picture of her so you can see her. I know once you see her profile picture, you'll know who she's talking about.
He's a real person. I think he was just, you know, that was whatever.
Hey, Johnny.
What do they call that? You know what I'm talking about. I knew he was fucking with me because he was telling me he was rich too and that he could help me solve my problems. He was in love with me. He just blah, 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 all this crap, right?
It was O'Hale.
Laid it on thick. And he, all these emails and everything back, and now they're in my junk or whatever. I tried to block them after a while. But he literally tried to convince me that he was going to be there for me, that he wanted to make a family with me, that he had all this money and that he wanted to spend it on me. And I was like, what the fuck? And at one point...
Okay, I gotta get the name again, but whoever you are, sir, please come forward.
Or whatever. I tried to block them after a while. But he literally tried to convince me that he was going to be there for me, that he wanted to make a family with me, that he had all this money and that he wanted to spend it on me. And I was like, what the fuck? And at one point, when out of desperation of being in jail for so many months, I think I was like in there for like 9 months at that time, I finally broke down and sent him a letter to the return address saying...
Oh, also, there are a lot of people saying that Letitia's engagement is fake, like her fiance is fake. She is engaged, 100%. She's posted him all over her Facebook. He's on... I mean, I'm pretty sure she even posted like a video of him feeding her cat. So they are definitely engaged. That's real. Which lends more credence to why I'm like thinking, is there a possibility she may be pregnant again?
Thank you for reaching out. If you can help, I'm here. Nothing. Because they're just trolls. These people have no life. They're miserable. Inconsiderate. Pricks. You know? Just a bunch of cunts. And I know I shouldn't be so vulgar. I know I shouldn't speak so poorly of some people and their mental health issues.
You guys are
But let's
bad.
be honest here. What
Does
was
he know
going
it?
on in those people's heads to make them believe that even at my lowest, I was just going to walk right into their traps? Are you deranged? I have more sense than that. Just because at times I cannot control myself for... God
You
knows what-
can. You can absolutely control yourself. I think meds would help you, but I do not think that you were so far out of control that all of this just happened because you're that insane. I think you're very calculated. I mean, there are hundreds of videos proving how calculated you are.
What reason, honestly. But yeah, that was on my mind and I just couldn't pass out without sharing that. And yeah. And my fiance's in bed just snoring away right now. And I'm like, shit. And I'm hungry. Excuse me.
No, you didn't just get
that kind of shit
thrown
keeps-
into jail because it was fun. You got thrown into jail because one of your fucking calculations didn't pan out the way you wanted it to.
me up for a few minutes and then I go and I pass out. You know, like, it doesn't really...
Priscilla, it's good to see you.
Excuse me. Get to me that much. But at the same time, I do want to clarify my experience with these individuals or whoever they presume they... whatever facade they are trying to... I don't know. You know what I'm saying. I'm tired.
Max, she
And I
will
only
never
just-
stay away from her medicinal marijuana.
This as a live because I wanted, like I said earlier, to upload it without having any issues of... I just can't believe these people. I hope people find these individuals and rip them a new one so that they understand how much it hurt when they just dropped me. You know, like, who do you think you are? You think you are that rich? You think you are above the law? I don't get it. You're evil. You're inconsiderate.
You think you are that rich?
So, yeah. And then I can't think of any other really terrible experiences right now off the top of my head aside from, like, everything.
Jesus. It is crazy to think at this, like, that would suck. If you're locked away in jail and having these people, I mean, I don't know. She had someone to talk to, so you've got your pen pal. Like, you had to know that this was some fake shit, right? You had to know. But I mean, I question the people who chose to do that too.
But yeah.
Hey, Thomas.
And what are you guys going on and on and on about? Let me go back to the chat here. Hello. Okay. Mm-hmm. I am up late. Way too late. And no, I never lied about the man forcing himself on me. Both of those men did that. And I literally don't know what the fuck. Why am I still sitting here and the law is not going after them? I don't get it.
Lumpy. Okay, so this whole time, she was like, the whole time this was going on, she accused JW. Do you guys remember the Thomas guy she was talking about too? Right? So she constantly talked about these two men that she was with within like a 24-hour period of time. So it came out that JW was not the father. We talked about that on this channel. Adonis came on and shared with us the information. So as soon as she gets back this morning, she tells everybody that it's now Thomas.
So, yeah.
The other guy she accused.
Let's see.
She did not learn her lesson at all.
It was insane that the detective like said all that crazy shit to me too. Is like, no, they flipped it around on you. They found out after 3 weeks of
Deranged
investigation
in that way.
you were at fault. For what? You weren't there. You didn't know. He forced himself on me. He literally pulled my
Nana,
pants down
thanks
and
for
just
stopping by,
stuck it
hun.
in.
It was really good to see you.
I wasn't that fat then, so it was easier to access, obviously. My point is that that's just depraved. Anyway, Why are there so many negative comments this time? Is it because it's a negative video? I guess so. Makes sense. But seriously though, why are people so crazy? Why is everyone talking about such evil things on here? You're evil. Yeah, in a moment of weakness, I've done some crazy things, but I'm sure I've been forgiven. I know damn well that it's not something that I had intended on doing, hurting anyone, and I know deep down that I had, you know, the purest of intentions with some things, for sure. I mean, it may not come across that way with some people, but honestly, is it better to just starve to death? Or is it better to just, you know, euthanize them peacefully? Just saying, you guys are traumatizing me. Stop the PTSD.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it's a negative video, and it's because my...
Is it better that the puppies would starve to death or to euthanize them? Like, so she personally... I don't... You can't call that euthanasia... Like, oh God.
My fiance is asleep. Most of the time he comforts me, and he
I
taught him about the actual love languages, the 5 love languages, about touch and words of affirmation and acts of service, gifts, and quality time.
Yes, because Letitia, you exude love in the love language.
And he just completely understands so much about being a great human being. Buys me gifts for no reason, encourages me, words of affirmation all the time, touching, constantly kissing. Like, it's just, it's...
Phoebe, she said euthanize them. She was talking about the puppies.
Wonderful. It really is. It really is. Let's see here. Unblock Linda Lieber and expose her number. You're right. I should expose her number. Let's get real here. Let me see here.
No, don't do that.
I have to write it down. Maybe I'll attach it somehow on there. Jeez Louise, you guys get crazy.
So he's crazy too?
Oh, I love you too. Balance out the equals too, right? There's always the negative with the I have to make drama videos too, right? There's always the negative with the positive. That's how things balance out. The equilibrium of life, as I've discussed. What's wrong with you people? The yin and yang? The flow of nature? What's wrong with you? There's always positive and negative. Are you dumb? Of course I'm trying to get out my drama and whatever and trauma.
What's wrong with you?
You guys get so negative sometimes.
She's like, what's wrong with you? I've been so filled with love from my fiance. Now it's time to threaten you all. Trash people. Equilibrium and all that.
You guys have nothing good to say? Just nothing but crap tonight? Ugh. Nothing good. Someone said dance. Let's see here. Fat. Look fat. No. What are you talking about? No. I have to tell people. I have to expose it. What the fuck? Because otherwise then it's just trapped in my mind. Repeats itself over and over and over again. But I don't like that. So I release it. Release it. I know what my experience was. Here's my experience. That's what it is. And that's how my perception of things, the events or whatever circumstance, that's how it went. I don't like people telling me to shut my mouth about the truth. Let me just talk. Can't I just say the fucking truth? Can I just tell you who did that to me and what happened, what truly transpired? Because I swear to fucking God, I went through a lot for these motherfuckers that didn't do shit but fucking hurt me. So yeah, don't tell me to shut my mouth. I will talk about whomever the fuck I want to, whenever the fuck I want to.
Go off.
So yeah. Anyway, no, it's traumatic. If I want to get it out so I can sleep tonight, I will do so. Because I'm not going to sit here and repeat this shit to my fucking fiance over and over again for him to fucking have to fucking hear a million goddamn times in the fucking ever. No, I even told him.
All right, so I guess we're not releasing it. Anytime she just lets it out.
Release it, it'll be fine. Finally. It's like, Like I told him, it's kind of like when you get an infection or something, and you kind of have to, the wound festers, and then you just have to cut it out and let it drain out, and then so it can heal properly, you know? That's what it feels like. So anyway.
Just like just like she dug out the wart with the scalpel, guys. She's a professional. She knows.
See. You guys are just having fun with each other. But yeah, so this crazy
Letitty,
lady,
the sequel.
I don't know. You guys would feel the same way if you were mistreated like that, and you were trying, like, some people were trying to manipulate you at your low points too. And no, I did not try to hurt anybody in that way to try to really, truly hurt things.
Yeah, she said that the threats, it was all a conspiracy. We have the videos.
And that baby was never threatened. The fuck are you guys talking about?
Excuse me?
The fuck? Have you ever spent a day with me? No.
What?
But I could show you every step of the way what I do. And it is not malicious at all. I have no malicious intent.
Wait
no
a minute.
Agenda. I'm sure I need to survive, so money is on my mind. But it's not important. I mean, I still survived, which another thing before I was trying to fall asleep, I did tell my fiance that I was so grateful to the individuals that helped me to support myself during the homelessness and the baby. You know, that really sucked. I couldn't afford for myself. I couldn't afford for the situation. I was lost. I didn't know what to do. The baby was forced on me, you know. I'm very grateful to you individuals that reached out and helped support me during my time of true need. Like, being homeless like that was fucking scary. Sure, I made it look simple. Sure, I made it look easy sometimes. It wasn't. It was hard. Very hard work for me. This is work. Sharing this, exposing this, my emotions is work. I don't know what's wrong with you people that think that I don't go through a day's worth of work. I go through enough stress. That's why I had a headache.
Hello, my name is Leticia, voted Miss Outgoing.
Okay, so Ken of the North, I'm sure many of you guys know Ken of the North, posted this video. Ken of the North is also the one who did the Unsolved Mysteries on Letitia. Great video. This is his video. I just want to pull this up because I'm pretty sure he put in the threats to the baby, so I'm just going to play this real quick for you guys.
Some of my clients know me as that on some of the sites that I've been on, Cuddle Comfort.
You came out this door, and it's recorded, so come on. Come here, I see you standing outside. I'd like to have a chat with you. It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow, and I'm going to see her. Isn't that right? I see your silhouette, your fat silhouette. Oh, come here, fatty fatkins. Come here.
Thank you for subscribing.
No sense where, how my life is going. None of this makes any sense. So that's why I video, to show the world my emotions, to show exactly what is going on in my reality. I'm the type of person that tries to avoid getting arrested for stupid shit like that, so I don't do anything that badly.
Everyone's obsessed with the idea that I killed puppies.
You know, bouncing around here and there, finding places to crash. Now I've got to worry about a baby? No. So, and if I just leave it in a dumpster somewhere, then oh well. Like, because that's how it's going.
People know how to hurt one another. Although, I didn't go that fucking far. I didn't go that far. I may have done some shit. I even lit my daughter's crib on fire once.
Lock the freaking door. Is that how you're going to speak to someone that's disabled and pregnant? Lock the door.
He called me a $50 fucking whore.
I don't want to be here as much as no one else wants me to be here with your toxic behaviors going on. Tell me if that's okay.
This bitch ass is not.
Yeah.
Say that again.
You're a bitch. Get the fuck away from me.
What are you doing with your
You're
hands
getting
on me?
physical. Get him the fuck away from me.
Right now, I don't want to be
Oh,
here.
God.
I want somewhere safe.
Sorry, I should have gave you guys a trigger warning.
I hate you people so much. I hate you.
I squatted in the corner and I peed, and she said, "Why'd you do that?" And she said, "Oh, it's something about being an animal."
Breaking shit, and they're gonna blame me for it like it's my fault. In actuality, it's not at all. You should blame the actual perpetrators this time.
Oh no. All right, I'll pull up the threat later.
I shared all
I've
of this
got
all at
'em.
once, and I go through these things. I can't just.
She threatened that baby. I think they counted it like 300 times.
I just have so much in my brain all the time, and it's just running around. Just anyway.
Again, that was Ken of the North. Great channel. Go check them out.
But yeah, I should probably try to get some sleep. But like I told my fiance, I will be up filming, and I'm sorry. And he'll sleep through it anyway. But he's such a heavy sleeper sometimes. It's so funny, because I'm a light sleeper, and I'm like, ooh, wake me up every time the cat meows, and she wakes me up. That little turd is sitting right here. Let me show you. Let me show you this. What are you doing? Sleeping? Tell me. What are you doing? Share. Tell them what you're doing. Sleeping? You're just sleeping. Yeah. I love you. So anyway, I'm tired as fuck. This was not the best video. Because I'm not at my best right now. I feel sad these people are crazy. Why would you want to hurt me? Cyberbullying turned into real life bullying? I had a video chat with Linda Lieber at the freaking psych ward. At the fucking psych ward. They allowed me to contact her, and we were allowed video chats, and I saw her video face-to-face, whatever, what is it, electronically, She was a real life person. She made it out to be like she was super sincere. I can't believe these people. I can't. Some people are so fucking weird. So anyway, this is one of those videos that's like, yeah, people are like, oh, just hold it all in. For what reason? Why should I hold it all in? You know the good and bad about me, some of you. So, oh, thank you for reaching out. Thank you so much. And even the people, I realize some people are like, oh, you're just about money. No, it's not about that entirely. It is about the support. But I didn't acknowledge that you people were real. When I was going through my real manic phase, I didn't acknowledge that I was actually communicating with other human beings. That's how bad it was. Because I literally thought that this was all fake. All of it. And then even the money. And I was like, this can't be real. And so, but yeah, I haven't had money from YouTube either for years. Oh, thank you for reaching out. Thank you so much. And even the people, I realize some people are like, oh, you're just about money. No, it's not about that entirely.
Okay, so I actually have the
Bad about me.
911
So
dispatch from that night.
Oh, thank you for reaching out. Thank you so much. And even
Then I get a message from Dr. Carol that says I have to remove the fucking videos of us talking, which I'm just gonna privatize them, but you have access to it anyway.
Okay, so my screaming and hollering got a lot of attention. So if anybody wants some free, it's located at Holiday Inn Express Suites. And yeah, I don't feel like walking to another facility. I'm about to piss my pants. Yeah, I don't care if I smell and stink like piss because I'm about to get some random people anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. So I was kicked out of the fucking room, right? Because they said that I was screaming and hollering, and the man underneath was upset about it. They said that somebody was getting abused. Yeah, I am getting abused. It's by the U.S. government.
Charlie 55.
Go ahead.
4306 Eastman County Holiday Inn, 4917 Circumstance.
Nice, 641 Justice.
Charles 56, 930.
What is this?
Charles' waiting room, posting stuff on YouTube, possibly trying to prostitute herself. The desk clerk wants contact.
They all know. My phone is pinged. They know exactly what I'm doing.
Always doing your bullshit. You're back in your bullshit. I'm tired. I'm just tired.
And the people, I realize some people are like, oh, you're just about money. No, it's not about that entirely. It is about the support. But I didn't acknowledge that you people were
It's all in the
When I was going
details.
through
That's
my
right,
real manic
Rose.
phase, I didn't acknowledge that I was actually communicating with other human beings. That's how bad it was. Because I literally thought that this was all fake. All of it. And then even the money. And
She
I was
said
like,
the thing. She
this
said
can't
the
be real.
thing.
And so, but yeah, I haven't had money from YouTube either for years now. I haven't been monetized because I took all my videos off because they were huge embarrassments to me. I'm completely ashamed of myself for having
I wish she would have just like left it there, but she doesn't.
gone through that, but proud at the same time because at least I
Proud.
exposed everything. I didn't just, you know, hide things. I exposed
She's proud because she exposed it all.
all facets of the mental health
In actuality.
fluctuations, I guess you'd say. So anyway, but yeah, I should probably get off of here. And so, and some people are like, she'll never change. Okie dokie. But yeah, I mean, I'll still have these videos for people that want to talk shit, because we all have to have that sometimes, right? And if I'm the brunt of that, I mean, I guess whatever. I can handle it better than most, apparently.
Yeah, so you guys saw that clip of her fighting with Angel in the Ken of the North compilation. That fight was over a cigarette smell. So exactly what B Smiley is saying is the only reason why she was at the hotel that she left was because of a fight over cigarette smell. And she was sitting in the car with some random guy she's never met while he smoked meth.
Because I've lived through a lot more shit than most people can even fucking fathom. So, but anyway.
But that's the thing, though, Letitia, like, you put yourself there. Just like all of us. We all go through shit. And when we do, it's because we put ourselves there.
I think I need a snack. I'm sure he's still asleep right now. I don't want to go lay down.
I'll
'Cause all
fucking
I'm gonna do is think
flamethrower your
about
bitch
all
ass.
this stuff and the turmoil I lived through and the chaos, and it's like dystopia. Like I told people, dystopian chaos. Just I don't understand it. Why did I live through those things? And like, I understand you're not supposed to question God and whatever in the universe, and there is the negative with the positive, and I had to live through something. But that was rough. I would put that.
Yes,
on
it smells
par
like
with,
burnt
losing a
rubber.
limb or something, and then inevitably just living with that, knowing you don't have a limb, like all of it. That's what it feels like. But I know that's saying a lot, and I hope I didn't just like jinx myself. I hate that. I hate when you like speak it into existence sometimes. The weirdest things have happened when I met my fiance, though. Like, we had all these.
Okay. Let me know in the chat. One in the chat, or I could put a poll. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about the poll. Let me know. Are you guys ready to move on to this morning's live stream?
These coincidences that were so strange, like his mother had given him this little necklace that had a lion's head on it, and it was like sterling silver or whatever. He cherishes it. He wears it when he goes to like a date or something. So he wore it on our date. Well, I had noticed that it was a lion, and I asked him about it. And his zodiac is actually a Scorpio, so I wondered why he had a Leo, and I'm a Leo. So that was odd. I thought that was really odd.
Let's
And he
do
said,
it.
well, no, it's just. What time is it? It's sometime before 8 a.m., I think. I didn't even check the time right now. I'll be honest, I'm still a little tired. I only got about approximately 5 hours of sleep. Maybe on the verge of 6. But I wanted to get on here to just... Oh, hearts. I love it. It wasn't there the last time. The little hearts all the time. I don't remember seeing that. I guess it's a new feature. Good morning. Do I remember you? I'll be honest, some of the screen names that were really kind to me still don't resonate. I can't recall. I went through a lot.
I'm
They
so
happen to have some
sorry,
very
Queen.
heavy
Did you whoop her ass?
psychotics that were like, what are those? And S, no.
Oh my God.
R, they have an R in there. And actually, okay, this is a person, okay? Her name is Denise, right? She was my psychiatrist. She is a psychiatrist because she's a...
All right, let me... 1 second. Because I just want to put this to rest. Her fiance is real. She is indeed engaged.
allowed to prescribe medication. So after I got out of jail, she was prescribing my antipsychotic medication, which was, I can't recall what the name of it was.
Okay, so I don't know if she told you guys or not. I know that we covered this under the, like, through the transcripts. You won't see, I don't believe you'll see this on like the online portal, but I do have it in the transcripts. Again, I will make all that public again for you guys if you want to go through them. Let me know in the chat and then I will go ahead and share them out to you guys. Anyway, it does say in there that they no longer, like, they could no longer hold her in jail. They were coming up by the time that they would have an additional court date, that they would be exceeding the length of time that they could hold her. So within those transcripts, they did say, however, that she would continue treatment after she was released, and I believe she was going to continue treatment for like a month. So I believe that's what she's talking about here.
But I had told her after I'd gone to her
speedy trial rules, exactly.
I was honest with her and I told her I stopped taking that medication and I'm doing just fine with my fiance. He makes me so happy.
Yes, JJ was
so
the one who,
that I don't.
JJ Soner, he is over on Rumble. He is the one who discovered Leticia Collins, Love Notes for TLC. Check him out. It's well worth it. He is always finding awesome people to have a good laugh at.
Need that anymore. He's great with me and everything's going great. Hold on, I'll get to the comments in a second, mind you. Okay, sorry. So anyway, and I'm so sorry, I talk really loud. My fiance said he didn't hear me filming last night.
Tella, I believe she was diagnosed with like PTSD and maybe depression. She hasn't had like anything. She was, however, found like not guilty by reason of insanity. So I guess, I don't know if that's a diagnosis though.
Because he sleeps through anything sometimes. It's way far away anyway. Like the house is built to where you have to walk around the. Anyway,
we all have our theories.
So, anyway, Denise.
Diagnosed
told
bad.
Denise I was doing fine. Well, she's a psychiatrist or some type of registered nurse that can prescribe antidepressants, mental health, what am I thinking? Anyway, psychiatric medication. So I'm so sorry, I'm just waking up. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. All I did was throw a sweater on and put some deodorant on.
They basically dedicated an entire year proving it. They had her in a psychiatric facility while she was doing time. And during that time, she was being evaluated every month for a year.
Because I knew this was going to make me a little nervous from talking about the stuff that really happened. So I told Miss Denise, I said to her, I'm doing well. And I brought my mother along that day. And I said, well, I brought my mother to tell you that I'm not taking my meds. And she's been with me too. And I've been just fine. I was living with her at that time. And so, shoot. The medication had a lot of adverse side effects. Like it made me gain a lot of the weight that I have on me right now. I had more anxious tendencies on it, and I felt jittery sometimes. And I don't feel that when I'm off of it, and I can just smoke or whatever, try to calm myself in natural or whatever holistic ways. Water. Make sure you're drinking your water. Plenty of water.
Bullshit.
A lot of people don't realize this.
Bullshit. We have all seen her rage the fuck out after smoking a bowl.
So many of their underlying issues are because they are dehydrated. And it could go from anything from like a headache to soreness in your muscles or
I'll fucking flamethrower your bitch ass.
Obviously when people have chapped lips here too, they presume it's just about like the weather, it's cold or whatever. No, you're freaking dehydrated. Obviously you don't drink water. Something's wrong with you. You have too much sugar in your diet or something. I don't know where I learned some of this stuff either. It just kind of came naturally to me before I researched it, but I did take human anatomy when I was in high school. So I was actually very well versed. And even for something that happened.
Yeah, I agree, B. Smiley. And she went through literally the same exact situation in Arkansas. She was making threats and harassing and stalking, goes through the mental health system and jail in Arkansas, spends a year there, and then is given the boot and kicked right back out onto the streets to do what she does. I think that our mental health system is screwed up. I think that our justice system is clearly screwed up. And Letitia knows how to play it.
I'll go back to the psychiatrist real quick before I enter into another story, because then that makes me look a little more manic than I actually am. Okay, so Miss Denise took me off the antipsychotics, and I've been off of them since approximately like August of last year.
Oh,
with
thank
no
you,
real
Zen.
hiccups. Nothing, you know, like I was when, and somebody said, you weren't on meds when you were in the truck. I was pregnant. I was running. And apparently running from the law that was chasing me over something I didn't do. Because I was acquitted, and it's on the record. And somebody was like, you weren't acquitted, something at times. No, it wasn't like that. Are you okay? Look at the research. Look at the documentation. They acquitted me. So, and look at my Facebook if you want a verified proof if I actually have a fiance. Look at my Facebook. Quit telling people lies. Stop it, trolls. Stupid. So anyway, I don't even think they're trolls, really. To me, they're just ignorant, or something's wrong with them. And I ask them sometimes, are you well? Because one lady said, didn't you just get out of jail? Ha, 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 ha. Obviously not. Obviously, I've not just gotten out of jail. The documentation even stated where I had been released at a certain point. Are you okay? I think I've been out since, like, I know it was like September or October of 2023 is when I actually got out. And I've been out since then. And what has everybody else been up to? I deleted a lot of stuff from my social media because I was like, ugh, I can't deal with it right now. I don't want to go back to it. I don't want to rehash that or, you know, let that surface. Let me get to your comments in a minute. But it was Denise that took me off the medication. And I'm just clarifying with everyone, I am fine. I am being monitored. I have people, doctors and whatever, and they're fine with what I'm doing. And social media has nothing to do with it. I get agitated because if some people think that, more than one people think that, you know, sometimes. And it's like, I have to clarify, are you okay? Because of the comments and that I have to delete them. Yes, I delete those perversions. They're inaccuracies. They're not right. So I have to tell you face to face. And then people were arguing too about puppies. If anybody fucking keeps mentioning goddamn puppies, it better be live fucking puppies of the poodles that I raised and gave to families that they cherished and loved, and they would give me. I even have a necklace in the back. The little gemstones are falling off of it from a family that was so happy to have their little poodle puppy that I had bred. Yes, I was a poodle breeder. A toy poodle breeder. And I had only done it for a few years, and they were just so cute, and I thought it was going to help me to stabilize myself financially so I could afford to get my daughter back so I could start seeing her again. It didn't. I spent so much money just tending to them and just loving them and pee-pee pads and everything. It just basically helped me to survive at that time. And I sold them for very cheap for the size that they were, and they weren't registered poodles or anything. And I know most people are like, oh, that's, you know, animal cruelty. They loved each other. I had a house full of poodles. There are many witnesses to this, and when they would come over, they actually encouraged my behavior because they knew that they were support animals. So they just lived around me, and yeah, sometimes I was actually suffering from agoraphobia. I did not leave my house. I was so scared because of what happened in the divorce, and I was on these antipsychotics and antidepressants that I couldn't leave my house. I was a completely different person on these things, and it takes a while to get out of your system. So every time I get off of them, I feel so much better. And then they shove me back on them, force me on them because of whatever ailment I've done or whatever, instead of allowing.
Isn't that the sign you need?
Because of what happened in the divorce, and I was on these antipsychotics.
Like, she's sitting there explaining how every single time she gets off of them, she quote unquote feels so much better, but every single time I get forced right back on them because of whatever ailment or whatever I do. That should be your sign. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up. Thank you for sharing, Zen.
Get even. I don't want any, and I don't even need the kid back. It's not even about that. Keep the fucking kid. You'll see your own fucking issues later.
This one, and then this is another one.
I have 3 fucking months, and if nothing happens, this baby is going in the fucking trash. I'm done.
That is just one of the threats.
And antidepressants that I couldn't leave my house. I was a completely different person on these things, and it takes a while to get out of your system. So every time I get off of them, I feel so much better. And then they shove me back on them, force me on them because of whatever ailment I've done or whatever, instead of allowing me to have my natural reaction and let it go. Why does everyone think I'm hyped, especially down here in the South? I talk fast because I'm from the North. I don't take any kind of, you know, hard drugs. No, I smoke medicinal marijuana. I don't understand some people sometimes. And I will get back to the comments, please.
She did bring up Dr. Carol, and like she said, she's like, my mom was right. He was he was a bad psychiatrist, and we talked about this a lot. He fed her delusions. Like, he was talking about people living without a brain and would manipulate her and like feed and like encourage her like psychosis. And she would get real amped up anytime that she would see Dr. Carroll. He was always like uplifting and putting her conspiracies on a pedestal.
Everyone calm down too, because some of these things that keep relaying back and forth, shut up. You're stupid. You don't know me. And officers know me. The officers one day, I had to be escorted. I had a mental break or something, and I'd called the officers. They had to take me off the premises. So they were escorting me out of the house so I could go to the hospital. And they were like, you have to put your dogs away. And or, you know, whatever, you know, you're leaving dogs. I said, I got to put my dogs in their room. And I had this little room specifically made. So it was like a large.
Yeah, Dr. Carroll had his own issues. Like, he had a lot of issues, and he ended up, like, getting a divorce with his wife, and she filed a restraining order against him, and had even, like, he was falling into some dark shit, even with Letitia. Like, she was mentioned in the, like, restraining order against him from his wife.
Large kennel to them with pee-pee pads all over the floor, kennels and separate food bowls, water, and so that they were
absolutely
if
lumpy.
in case I was unable to get to them on time, if I had something going on, like going to therapy or whatever. I didn't leave the house much anyway, or just grocery shopping, right? So I said, go to your room. And there was like 6 or 7 poodles at that time. I can name them all off if I sit there and think about it, but I don't really like to relive that trauma because I lost the things that I loved. And I really did love them very much. They did all have their shots and everything. I did get in trouble once for not having rabies shots, but I lived sort of out in the country area, out in the county, and I didn't think I needed them. So I got their rabies shots right away, and that was dismissed also in the courts. So everything that is compiled in my record, I can obviously discuss. I'm not trying to, like, what is the word, dismiss them or whatever. Lack of sleep, forgive me. I'm tired. I love you guys. I hope you guys are all having a good day. You know, I'm glad that people bring up some stories, but then others it's like, why are you talking about things that you shouldn't be talking about? It makes no sense. You didn't know the situation. And don't veterinarians have to euthanize animals under righteous, you know, for righteous causes? You don't know. The pain I suffered when witnessing things, the life leave certain things, or even when my hamsters died and I woke up and they were just cold. I had so many little hamsters. I can't sit here and cry though about it, because that's irrational. Rocket's off eating somewhere. Okay. I kind of tried to prepare myself. I told you I'm not getting the camera ready right now because I don't have a tripod or anything, so I'll show you bits and pieces of everywhere else, but just not today. Pardon me. And I'll try to get back to these comments. I don't have shit going on right now. I should have, let's be honest, I should have done the little bit of dishes that are in my sink. And I should have done other things. But what am I supposed to do right now? I'm trying to build up whatever views so that I can inevitably get monetized again. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to share my story, try to get monetized again because I'm in a desperate situation at one, you know, not necessarily. I don't want to depend on other people. I want my own money. Give it to me, you know? Just give it to me. Like the government and stuff, like just pay for my needs right now. I'm not a bad person. I don't do anything that's like really off kilter. That stop drinking from my water cup. You're gross. Ew. 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 She drank from this. I'm gonna drink it anyway. I love her. I give her kisses on the mouth and nose. I can't help it. I can't help it. Don't we all live with their germs and their whatever dander and everything anyway? And they're just, sure, she licks her butt sometimes. But mostly I like to wipe her butt with wipies, like wet wipes. Because she gets, I don't know what it is with this cat. And I didn't wipe her today, so I could probably show her your crusty doo-doo hole. But this cat doesn't seem to want to clean it. And so I have to clean her like a baby. I know you were lost, little baby. She was probably about, let me see, she was probably about this big when we found her. My mom found her. And so she is just the sweetest little thing, though. She is so sweet. Look at my shirt. You like my shirt? I'm your worst nightmare. I'm your worst nightmare. Well, not necessarily. But the topics that I get on to, this was one of those emotions I had. So I took it and I was like, I'm agitated this morning. I'm going to release this so I can go do my dishes. And then probably like I don't know, we don't have anything going on. It's another day off for him, and he's sleeping in right now. Rocket's bouncing around. Probably wishes I was playing with her because she was trying to play fetch earlier. I'll show you some of her toys. At one point, she's got a little, like, lamb chop, and I'll toss that, and she'll just run after it. She is just so cute. Who knew cats could fetch? Who knew? That's absolutely amazing. I'm going to make videos just on, I'm astounded by a cat. But like I said, I'm just trying to, like, up my views of what's going on in my life so that, in little bits and pieces of the narrative, so that people can comprehend where I'm coming from and what is going on that, you know, like I keep saying, transpired in the last, you know, since we talked last, since you saw that evidence of me getting attacked and, you know, dragged into cells and everything, and which I honestly don't believe should have happened. Let's be honest here. They really could have done more research on what they had done investigating, and why is it that the men got away with what they did?
Because, okay, they didn't get away with anything. You lied. There are text you posted the text messages. You posted all of it.
What the fuck? I was forced upon. But
I'm going through all of the court documents that I have on her, and it's like every 2 years this happens. So if that doesn't give you faith in our system, I don't know what will.
2 different dudes. And I tell people about it, and I get in trouble? I'm sorry, what? No. This is my childhood reliving itself all over again. I don't know what's going on. I told about my dad when I had my suicide attempt when I was 12 years old. I told people in the hospital, and they let my parents in by themselves. And, you know, at the time, my dad was a very angry person and very manipulative. And at the time, he has changed, mind you. He's a different human being. And he does have remorse. And he hasn't openly, like, said, like, but he has cried. And he is sorrowful. Like, he stopped touching me when I was about 16 when I truly confronted him, you know? But it is what it is. So, but yeah. I like how people are laughing and whatever. That's funny, too. I don't care. Whatever you do, it is what you do. You want to show that you're depraved? That's cool, too. I don't care. So, anywho. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. On the topic of my father. And then I was... something about... oh, fuck it. I don't know. I still love my dad. I still do. I love my dad. I don't care. He took care of us. Yeah, he touched me. Yeah, he did some weird stuff. But do I remember really graphic things? Thank God, no. Sure, it was weird. Sure, it seems like sometimes. Staring out the window, and I swear to God, that same car drove by the other time I was filming at one point. It could be a coincidence that it looks the same, but it slowed down a little bit. Quit trying to creep me out, people, too. I'm so weirded out. Some people were such stalkers. Please don't be stalking people. Cyberbullies. How did some people message me in jail and stuff? That's weird. Off topic. Anyway, I lost track of wherever the F I was. And yeah, I don't care if my kids see this. I do not care. Because if I were talking to them face to face, they would know. I'm sorry you had to hear about it in that manner. It is what it is, but it is the truth. And sometimes I have emotions toward it, you know?
Okay, so anyone who is new to Leticia, I have a playlist on my channel. It's called Love Notes for TLC. Has all of the court documents, the body camera footage, old videos that go along with her quote-unquote narrative, and a few other things that are associated with, like I said, with her narrative and Dr. Carol stuff, all of that. So if you want to get to know about her a little more, just go to the main page, the playlist section on my main page, and you'll have access to all of that.
I completely forgot that you guys were commenting. It has been 20 minutes nearly. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. Good morning to everyone, too. Hello. We text each other. Oh, you know, there were a couple of people that I did accept texts from because they were just so genuinely kind and sincere. And in no way did I presume that people were going to finance me for the remainder of my life. No. There's two. But let me tell you an experience that I had on my very first day of working anywhere, right? I'm 15 years old. There's this older woman that was working at Hemi's Pet Shop with me in Beloit, Wisconsin. It no longer exists. And snapped his little neck.
Oh my God.
What kind of an omen is that? I shouldn't be working, in a work environment because I'm traumatized from that. Like the very first day of ever working at a place, and that little thing was still breathing, and she had to place it in the freezer, and I had to hold my tears back. I know it's just a mouse to you people, but that's not to me. Anyway, it's horrifying. I think just jump right out and right on the cement floor and just...
She is so emotional. She did this all night last night too. My goodness.
Sometimes it makes me feel better to get it out again, to let it go, you know? Shit is fucked up. I don't like thinking about that, but I know inevitably things pass over into a different dimensional plane. I get that. But just the being freaked out in that moment of being like 15 years old and having this happen the very first time you're ever supposed to work for someone, like, and supposed to get paid for it. I got paid that day to kill a fucking mouse. Anyway.
And then you thought it was a good idea to do the same thing to your dogs later on in life?
The animal come here and it comes to you? The fuck is wrong with you? This isn't fucking Charlotte's Web. I've done that. I didn't want to do that, and that's what I've seen and done. Anyway, seeing your best friends die like that, and they're not just dogs. They're people, you know? To some people, they're real, they talk to you, you know? People are like, you talk to animals? Of course, don't you? Don't you? Can't you speak to an animal? Can't you ask the animal, come here, and it comes to you?
100%. I absolutely agree, BB and Lumpy. I can't... Something else is getting her worked up. It has nothing to do with this mouse.
What the fuck is wrong with you? This isn't fucking Charlotte's Web. Speaking of pigs, someone called me Miss Piggy. I died laughing. I was like, oh my God. And somebody was like,
I love
oh my
that
God,
she
this
can
is
have
so
a good time with
inappropriate,
it.
mind you, but I have to bring myself out of this.
Can't lie about that. I do love
He was
that.
talking about, I used to, and I was like, what? And he said, until now, and he put a whale. Like, what? You're so inappropriate. It made me die
Ew.
laughing. Oh my God, so inappropriate. Like, ew, you're gross. You used to do what to me, and then now you don't because I'm fat? Ew. Did I just run out of tissues? I literally just ran out of tissues after being one of those big snotty ones. Pardon me. Okay. That's enough crying for
So is she like taking troll comments as serious?
Okay. Moving on. All right. Let me dig
Has
my
anyone
don't-
met him? I don't
I'm
think
digging my
so.
nose if I want to.
And I'm certainly not, like, I'm gonna condemn that too. I do not encourage that. Do not try to go out and meet.
Okay, so I try to combat everything anybody could be saying at that time that could be derogatory. So, or misleading. Okay, let's see. I love because they would sit there and poop all over in them for their cages and everything. And I'd have to sit there and clean them out because they would sit there and poop all over in them. Let's see. Where can I donate? Oh, donate to me? Oh, Cash App and PayPal. Well, I do have I guess I could put like a post or something, but I don't remember what they are anymore. I did have like a Venmo and
Didn't she
PayPal.
leave it up on her community page?
But, and I do appreciate when there's anybody offering anything that they have extra that they want to give to somebody that's just trying. I'm just trying to get by in life, but dealing with all of my mental illnesses, disorders. I told my fiance, I said, yeah, you know, I want to make us money and stuff, but I'm lazy. I said, I want nice things, but I'm lazy, you know, and I kept referring back to, I'm lazy, and he laughed and laughed, and he knows I'm not lazy. Like, I get up and I do the dishes, I do the laundry, I, you know, vacuuming, cleaning, dusting, everything as best I can. Even in the 6 months I've been here, I still have not gotten it fully to where I want it, you know, but I can't wait to share little things that I have done because it's neat, because I repurposed some things, and I like that. I like that idea of being able to repurpose and make something new again, because isn't that kind of the, I guess, the precipice of my story?
Oh my God. Stop it.
New life or whatever, or like a new journey or something?
Is anybody else getting this whole, like, I'm a famous person vibe from her? She's giving off this like, I can't believe how famous I am vibe. Porter arc incoming.
Sometimes I say smart things.
Because she's like, I can't. She came back and she's like, I got so much love. And I'm just so thankful to all of you. You know, she's giving her like Miss America speech like every 30 minutes.
I don't. That's okay. I think everybody's like that. Let's see here. Tapeworm.
She is.
Yeah, no,
She
no, no.
absolutely
we did
is.
We did worm them. I don't understand if it's worm or deworm. It sounds like it should be deworm, but anyway. Good morning to everyone, mind you. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, I'm all teary-eyed and stuff, and I got a red nose. Rudolph over here. Let's see. Oh, did you make up with that owl lady? I have no idea what happened to her. I wish her well, but I honestly have no idea what happened to that owl lady. She was talking so much shit about me. You know, everybody gets their karma. That's just it. I think that's also one of the reasons why I share my tale is because...
Not the owl lady.
That lighting looks weird on my face. It makes me look really haggard and old. Maybe I should shift a little. Yeah.
Did she have a falling out with the owl lady? I didn't know they like knew each other like that.
There. Okay. So.
I think she's like, I don't know. I think she's 38. That's good for her. I'm glad she's doing well.
Saying? Oh, the owl lady. So this owl lady, I don't know, she really liked to trash talk me, and so does this Adonis guy or whatever. I don't know. But this stuff is not real that they discuss. Truly detailed information. That's why you come to me. You come to the horse's mouth. Here's the horse. So stupid. This would be my personality if you were hanging out with me. You know, that's why I try to like make it out to be like, oh, well, if you were here with me, this is how we would talk to each other about these circumstances. That light is in my eyes. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Okay.
Okay, being around you does not change the thing, like you're videotaping you. Like this is all caught on camera. It does not change the threats you made.
So, let's see here. Why does it say...
The Adonis guy.
Victimized those men.
Thank you, Rose.
That is completely untrue. Completely untrue. It's the other way around. Why does everyone try to sit there and go back to that? I don't want to relive that.
Wait,
those
what?
Men, that is completely untrue. Completely untrue. Victimized those men. That is completely untrue. Completely untrue. It's the other way around. Why does everyone try to sit there and go back to that? I don't want to relive that. Those men are deviants. They should be locked away. They shouldn't be honored in the military or anything like that either. And I'll directly say, yeah, the one was from the Navy and the one was from the Air Force. And they didn't research what? Look into these people. Look how they act, how they behave, where they go, what they do. Look at their purchases, especially online purchases. Anyway, so, no. Let's see here.
Yeah, go look at their online Amazon purchases to figure out. That's going to tell you the truth about what happened to her.
Oh, Logan Rogers, thank you for sharing that. Thank you. And he says, as a violent sexual assault survivor, I believe you. You must give yourself grace. I think that's why I chose to verbalize all of this instead of...
And that's why she deleted all of her videos. Because she contradicted herself about this story 100,000 times. She shared her own receipts that contradict this story.
Like one lady had said.
And she's going to tell you guys, like, she was acquitted, but the charges that she was acquitted for or found not guilty by reason of insanity was through the threats that she made towards the adoptive parents of her child.
Taking it to the pulpit, take it to God. I am taking it in my own way, my own version of God. everyone's version of God is introspective. It's within you. So my version is to say that the universe and God and everything is, like what I've tried to explain is, you know how like on shows like Rick and Morty where they've got the throbbing mass of cloud that has its own consciousness? That is how I sort of perceive it. Somewhere out there, there's a throbbing mass, and it is creation itself. And it is not a cloud, it is what it is. It is whatever particles are in the universe. And that's what I believe. That somewhere out there, there is that. But the connectivity of us and all of the frequency that we create, all the vibration, we are intertwined, and that's why the whole equilibrium of up and downs. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know, it's all weird, because I delve into quantum physics. I do look into some of that. I try to figure out what the terms are for what
Are you freaking kidding me? Are we really having this conversation? Leticia is telling us the meaning of life, folks.
Trying to express. But everyone's got their different ways of phrasing it, right? Some people, like witches, call it spells, and like some Christians call it praying. And then they also do like, or any type of religion, praying, right? It's all the same sort of concept. Wishing well, good vibes, all of that frequency of like higher vibration stuff that people talk about, astral physics and whatnot. All of those things. I delve into it sometimes. I don't know the terms, and especially not when I'm waking up right now and crying over a dead mouse. Let's get real. Okay. Let's see. This one says, turn of the internet. What does that mean? Learn to spell. Oh, thank you for the congratulations on my engagement. I appreciate that. He's a wonderful man. He is a wonderful man. Also, this may look weirdly coincidental and odd, but he is also from a branch of the military. But he's a wonderful person. So
there's nothing coincidental about that. There is absolutely nothing coincidental about that. I'm going to end things off on this point because I have something I need to go do. This is very deliberate. I've talked about this a couple times on my channel before. There is a video of Leticia where she is feeling very in her feelings and sorry for herself at a friend's baby shower. Very shortly after that, Leticia got on Bumble and Cuddle Comfort and multiple dating apps searching for a military man. She ends up pregnant. And this is right after her benefits were taken from her. And I believe she had some sort of court issue where she had to pay something back, or they were taken because she was still receiving benefits for a child she was no longer had custody of. So my theory and what you will see, we have like the screenshots and the Facebook posts and all of that coincide with this. But she makes this video at the baby shower feeling sorry for herself, and she gets on Cuddle Comfort, Bumble, starts looking for a military man, gets pregnant, accuses JW and Thomas of raping her, goes through her pregnancy. We all saw that. We all saw the threats that she made. And then ends up, the baby is taken, and she goes through like the psych ward and does her whole like system and plays the system the way that she does. This has happened multiple times. However, like this is a clear sign how much things have not changed at all. She literally did the same exact thing that she started this whole journey out with, and is now engaged. Like, this is the outcome she wanted. She wanted a military man to be able to take care of her. She wanted to have a baby so that she could get the benefits from it. She wanted to get the benefits from her military man and be able to be taken care of. And now she's jumping on here saying that she wants money for a car and she, quote unquote, doesn't want to be a burden. This is just another way for her to make money. And that's what all of this comes down to. Like I said, Leticia is very, very calculated. She has said it herself. She set her child's crib on fire. She can be very dangerous if she reaches like a peak of like manic episode, or some sort of breakdown. She can get very dangerous. But overall, she's extremely calculated. This is the overall outcome that she wanted. And that's why I'm like, oh my God, is she pregnant, or are we heading in that direction again? Because now she's got her man, you know? Now, what I think, I don't believe either one of those people. We know that JW wasn't the father. I don't believe Thomas was. I have my theories on who I believe the dad is, but that's irrelevant. Point is, she's got her military man now. She's being taken care of. What's the next step? So I will leave that for you guys to ponder on. I will be live again on Saturday. I am going to have a few people on panel with me. We will definitely talk more Letitia. We'll dive a little more into that, and I'll pull up the receipts that I have that coincide with my theory. And we're also going to talk about a few other people and why I have the people on panel with me. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing week, rest of the week. I will see you guys Saturday evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It is crazy that she's back, but I'm excited for it. I'm really, really hoping that we don't head down the same path. But I do enjoy a good Letitia video. I enjoy a good happy Letitia, angry Letitia. We all do. I just hope it doesn't lead down the same direction, the same scary direction that it did the last time. Hey, JJ. Oh, can someone please drop JJ's Rumble link for me, please? This is only the beginning of season 3 of Letitia. That is right. Thank you for stopping in, JJ. It's good to see you. Somebody drop JJ's Rumble link. That's the best place to find him. He is on YouTube, but you're going to get the best content from him on, and most regular content on Rumble. And make sure you thank him in the chat. Thank you, Rose. I hope you guys have an awesome week, and I will see you guys Saturday night. Let me play you out with a little bit of music. Where did my music go? There it is. Have a good week, guys.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I feel commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Let's dance, bitch. I'll fucking flamethrower your bitch ass. Oh, crazy. Why?
Give us that pussy. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but
Let's dance, bitch.